sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Gators will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So Miami's offense will have the football first. The last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing
breaks into the open. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Quick strike complete.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Release to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fletcher. There he goes. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. To the air, it's Lagway. He'll try to do it himself. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback doing that to your defense.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's ball. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. He's looking to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's ball. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pulls it in, it's Fletcher. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Canes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed behind the line, it's Fletcher. At the 40, there he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They'll run play action. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Catch in the middle, it's Bauman. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for room, it's Ball. Runs through a tackle. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to throw, it's Lagway. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sturdivant. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. 1st down here for the offense. Rides the back on the option, the give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Punt is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the ground with the back. Showing off the arms. there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So first down here as they go back to work. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking for space, it's Fletcher. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. And the Canes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They bring the punter onto the field now. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Finds his man, it's Wilson.
Man, the slot receiver makes it easy on his quarterback. Did you see how he found the soft spot, the wide open space? That was easy for his quarterback to complete that throw.
He's going for it all. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
This time they'll go to the running game. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Gators are flying down the field. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Goes to the option. Quick toss. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They keep pushing forward, down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
Good, right down the boulevard. It's our force to settle for the field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Power football with the run. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Fletcher. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency in getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Beck. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the...
There he goes! Rustled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Canes! A great catch and run for 6. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's ball. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Makes the catch. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Livingston. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Wilson. At the 20, he's got space. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got it in the middle. It's Sturdivant. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Back to pass. He's got it on the run, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gators!
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. Coming out with it, it's Ball. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Here's a heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Gators will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the big fella. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Canes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
Makes the catch at the 35. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Off the play fake on 1st down. The short hands, it's Fletcher. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Makes the catch. It's Sturdivant. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll give it to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ball. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. At the 35, he's got room. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Beck. Caught over the middle, it's Fletcher. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. The Hurricanes will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hansen. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Got a man, it's Sturdivant. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Wilson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Now on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Ball. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. Finding open areas. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it, and the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. Makes the grab. It's Daniels. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Beck. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Fires to the middle. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. Great place to start for this offense. Here's the handoff. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Ball. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Looking to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Beck. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. They trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now the play fake. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Canes send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Tosses it incomplete.
This defense right now is not only fighting an offense with a lot of confidence, but they're fighting against momentum too. Remember, they had a big lead earlier in this game. Now it's been reduced to just one possession, so they've got to make some big plays here on pass defense. They've got to be able to cover.
And this D's had some good moments today. And they've had a lead, and they've let that lead shrink a little bit now in a big-time moment. Can they step up? Can they make the plays to get the ball back to their offense? They've had a pretty good day, but now...
Trying to beat the D deep. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. This offense has it with really good field position. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit.
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Caught in the backfield. It's Wilson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Well, this defense is going to need a few plays now to get some of this momentum back. Remember, they had a massive lead earlier in the game, but that's dwindled now. You wonder if they were just sleepwalking a little bit. They've got to step up now and play with some urgency.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, better look out. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilson. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Miami. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Lagway. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown, Florida! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.